Hi guys, so this is going to be a very short video on how you can navigate the Bitscale platforms. A few of these features might not be available in your plan, but I'll be taking the assumption on that you have almost all of the features available. And if you're interested in any of the features that are not available, you can reach out to us whenever you want. Okay, coming to the platform, as soon as you log into the platform, this is the home page. Now on the home page, all of your grids and workbooks are listed right here in the My Grids tab. Now these grids and workbooks are basically either a single flow or multi-flow workflows, right? That is it. So every grid is a workflow. That is how you can imagine them. I'll show you how the grid looks as well, but currently you can keep that in mind. Other than that, when you log in, you will see some of our latest documentations that you can read, or if you want to just quick start and set up your first grid in a jiffy, we would recommend going through the product demo right here, learn about some of the basic things, and then start, right? So other than that, next, if you ever want to set up favorite grids, what you can do is simply click on the star button right here. So if I just click on star here, this would favorite it and move it to the starred grid tab as well. So when I click here, it should be available, right? You can also search grids and workbooks here using this search bar. If you ever want to get any support or if you have any questions regarding the platform, you can go to the bottom left and get support using here. You can book a call with us using this button right here, or if you want to see our product walkthrough or join our Slack community, you can find those two buttons right here as well. We have a very exhaustive documentation available as well, and you can find the button for that right here in the left tab, and it will just redirect you to our documentation. Other than that, you can find our integrations in the integration tab right here. So any new integration you're setting up, any tools that you want to connect, if you want to use your own API key, which we call bring your own key, BYOK, if you want to set those up, you can do that as well. For that, you can simply come over to the integration tab, click on connect integration, and then find whichever tool you want to integrate. In case you don't find a tool available, you can always raise a request on our community, or you can always set up your own custom API calls as well. We allow for that as a platform. Other than that, we have a lot of playbooks available on this tab as well. These playbooks are ready to go workflows, which you can simply employ, but these are only available to our enterprise customers. If we head back to the home tab, this is majorly that's all available as far as the basic navigation is concerned. If you want, now coming back to the creation of grids, right? So the basic use case of the platform is creating grids and workflows. For that, you can head over to new grid here, and you'll see all of the different data sources that we have available. You can import your own CSVs or Excels, you can create a blank grid, you can import company level data from different sources, you can import people level data from different sources, you can set up LinkedIn intent based sources or some other miscellaneous sources that we have, including Appify, HubSpot lists, Salesforce reports, Airtable, RTO, and whatnot, right? Other than this, if your team already has an org feature, you can join different workspaces using this tab right here. Click on join workspace, search for the workspace that you need to join, and if your team has one, you will see an option to join or send a request. And if you want to invite people, or maybe you want people to join your workspace, you can find that in the settings tab and go to team settings, and then you can invite members and other people into your workspace, right? Now, if we go inside the grid, you would see a lot of different buttons here. The load data button at the top left signifies the different data sources that you can maintain on the platform. So if you want to have multiple data sources, you can have that. And you would also have an option on scheduling or automating those data sources as well. If you want to convert a grid into a workbook, you can do so by a simple click here at this plus button. You can select whichever source you want for the second grid in the workflow, in the workbook, and it will just create that for you. You will notice that there are a lot of columns here. So our grids resemble a spreadsheet format. And basically this means that every column is a step in the workflow. And we intend to stand by that logic whenever we are setting up new enrichments. While we're on the topic of enrichments, we call any kind of step that requires some kind of data pulling or research or scraping, we call that an enrichment. And you can find all of them together in the enrichment tab right here. They are classified via their headers, if they're a people level enrichment, a company level enrichment, an email enrichment, a phone enrichment, if it's a research enrichment, a web-based research enrichment, if it's a basic AI enrichment that you are setting up in a custom manner, or our ready-made templates or different providers that we have, or if you want to select any of the integrations, or you just want to push data from one place to another, all of those would be available in the enrichment tab. Other than that, you also have an option of sorting your grids using the sort by button right here. You also have an option of filtering your grids. So for example, if you only want to reach out to or export people who are belonging to a specific geography, and you already have that value available, you can set that up right here. Other than that, you can make a column visible or invisible. So as you go ahead with building more complex workflows on Bitscale, there might be some intermediate columns that you're setting up which act as the input for some of the subsequent enrichments. In those cases, you might not always want to view those intermediate columns since they are just a cog in your workflow. So you can disable the view functionality here so that the grid looks clean, essentially. While we're on the topic of exporting, obviously, if you set up any of those integration-based enrichments here, you can push whatever data you are enriching to the various different data sinks that we have here, or outbound tools that we have here, or the CRMs that we have here. But if you ever want to export them simply into a CSV or Excel, you can go to Action here and you can do so. So other than this, there's also an option of setting up auto run and auto dedupe. And if you ever want to reach out to our support channel, you can do that from here, the bottom right as well. So this is a very high level walkthrough of how you can navigate the platform. There are going to be specific documentation pieces for each of the enrichments and the functionalities that I have mentioned in this video. So if you have any questions surrounding that, you can go through those documentations or reach out to us on our community. We would be more than happy to help. Cheers, bye.